Hello, welcome back to Crushing Sounds. My name is Chris. So, welcome to my Bloodstock 2026 vlog, starting oddly at the end this year. Just wanted to explain something right at the start of this, now that I am back from the festival. Firstly, just an apology for how late this is going out. I got hit hard by the post-festival flu this year, so that wasn't very fun. Also had some busy night shifts at work immediately after Bloodstock, so I came home each day feeling really sick and also exhausted, so I was not in a best position to put this together. So it's all together now, all ready to go. I hope you're going to enjoy it. Secondly, and I know I do mention this in the video, as you will see, I just wanted to mention it again here at the start before you see me explain it when I'm full of booze, if you know what I mean. So there's a lot less of me talking direct to the camera this year than previous years. I went to Bloodstock alone this year, as I've said many times, so my social battery was not getting the proper workout it needed for me to be able to actually film myself in public like that. Talking straight into a camera in front of a crowd of people who might stare at me or think I'm some filthy fucking influencer kind of thing, that was just too much for my social anxious triggers to handle really for a whole weekend. There's a bit in there here and there, there's plenty at the beginning on the first day of the fest and after the headliners each night basically, so but mostly this is going to be a video showing all the bands that I saw over the weekend, and I will add some final thoughts to the festival at the end of this video after the main bit of the vlog. Hope you will understand and enjoy what I was able to film. Also a reminder of how I like to film gigs. I never ever film if I'm required to lift the phone above my head to get the shot. I will never ever do that. I think I got every band that I wanted to see with footage, but if it ever looks a bit wonky, it's probably because I was not in a great position to get what I needed, but I do not regret bad filming footage if it means I didn't have to obstruct the person behind me by lifting the phone above my head. I'll never ever do that. Hope that makes sense. Enjoy the vlog, and I'll see you at the back end for my final thoughts. And I'll leave you with Chris before the festival to do the intro reel again. Hello, welcome back to Crushing Sounds. My name is Chris. The big weekend is here at last. I'm off to a Bloodstock festival. My first ever time doing Bloodstock solo, so just me in the car. This is going to be a long 2.5 hour drive to get there, but of course it's going to be worth it. This is a bit of an unusual one for me this year, I must say, because normally I'm there right when the gates open, but it's actually currently 2:30 in the afternoon. I had to work the morning shift today at work, so I'm heading straight there from work, so I've no idea what the queue's going to be like, what the parking situation is going to be like when I get there. I've got my car parking pass, that's not a problem, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to get in there later than I would normally get there. I'm still going on the Wednesday, so there should be plenty of spaces to camp, but yeah, it's going to be a good weekend, I think. Lots to experience, lots of bands, and first time doing it solo, so let's get on the road, let's get to Bloodstock. I'm in, tent is up. Gotta say, arriving at 5, not too horrible actually. No queue for the car park, no queue for security. I'm parked really close to the exit gate for Monday. Bang in, only problem is, it's really busy here today. All the campsites are so full. I was lucky to find the space in the campsite I wanted, but even then it was right at the back of said campsite. So I don't know how many Wednesday tickets they gave out, but it's clearly a lot, so I don't envy people coming tomorrow. Just so for future years, early bird might be becoming a necessity if you want a half decent camping spot. But anyway, I'm heading to the box office now to get my ticket for next year, because I don't want to miss it obviously, because I love Bloodstock so much. So I'm going to go quickly do that and then chill out at the tent and have a beer. Okay, ticket bought. I know it might seem a bit presumptuous for me to jump on buying a ticket before some of the lineup comes out, but next year will be my 10th Bloodstock in a row, so I would hate to miss it. And doing the instalment plan this year meant I could save up to actually buy my next year's ticket today, which is nice, so now I don't have to stress about them selling out again. So now all the admin's done, let's relax. It is weird, I'm not going to lie. It is very weird being here on my own, set up. All the admin's done, got my first beer, and it's just me. It's a brand new tent though.
Well, I've got to say, I'm mighty impressed. It was dead easy to put up, and it's blackout, which I've never had before, so that'll be nice later. Let's see if the durability holds up. But yeah, it's going to be a weird one this weekend, I think. Interesting to see how it goes. But I'm here, I'm set up, I can relax now. Let's crack open the first knob gobbler. Right, okay, so 2 shout-outs already. Shout out to Warren, first person who came up to me to say that he loves our Bloodstock content. Thank you so much, man. You watch all our guide videos every year to get excited for Bloodstock as like your pre-Bloodstock ritual. That is so cool, man. Thank you so much. I love that. And also shout out to Frank, who came up to me very shortly after, who's here in Loner Camp. But he found a lot of solidarity in me saying that yes, festivals can be quite anxiety inducing, but you're in safe hands here. He said he found that very comforting to hear, so that's wonderful. Thank you so much, man, for sharing that and letting me know. So, thank you all so much for watching our content. It means so much, you have no idea.
Hey look, Mr. Chichester's been killed.
Hello again, it's Thursday afternoon. The arena opens in about 30 minutes. Today's been chill. It's been quiet, but it's been chill. It's nice. It's filled up now completely in pretty much every campsite, so what I predicted came to pass. It was a struggle for people to get in if they weren't in on the Wednesday, but hey ho, I've got thoughts on the whole Wednesday early arrival thing. I'll elaborate more on that at the end of the video. Yeah, it's been really cool. Had more people than ever on the Thursday coming on to me saying that they watch the channel, which is just bonkers. Thank you all so much, it's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I'm just recuperating. Had a good night's sleep last night. I crashed at about 10:30 because I was up at 5 in the morning yesterday. So last night's sleep was definitely needed, but I'm raring to go now. Just want that damn arena to open and go watch some fucking heavy metal. See you in a little bit.
As you can tell by
Long as hell queue to the arena, but not quite open yet. Hopefully it goes quickly. I'm back at Bloodstock. The arena's open. Let's fucking do it. Can't wait. It's gonna be so good. First bands are not too far away, but I figured why the hell not? Let's go explore the campsite. First point of call, make sure the pitch out is where they're supposed to be. I figured I'd let them later, but hey, we're back. Let's do another Bloodstock 2026. Fuck yeah. In their tried and true place, as always. Just a forewarning, if you are someone that buys pre-ordered merch, it guarantees that you will get your merch before it sells out, but it does not guarantee a short queue. This is the queue for the merch stand for pre-order. It is obscene, so make sure you're ready for that. Gonna start the weekend off with an inaugural drink at the Lemmy Bar, because it's probably the quietest it will ever be for the weekend. So I'm gonna get in there to see what special concoctions they've got on sale and grab the most tasty looking one. Right, I figured since I'm at the Lemmy Bar, I should start with a beer that you can only get at the Lemmy Bar. So I've gone for an Oakham beer. It's called Devil's Horns, subtitled Black as Hell. Let's try it, shall we? Wow, that's punchy. Very, very punchy beer. It's got the back end of bitterness that you'd expect from like a dark beer. As somebody who works in the brewery, I know fuck all about beer or how to describe how it tastes. But what I will say, it's not terrible. Very intense. Oh, it's actually got an aftertaste of coffee, actually thinking about it. Not terrible, I must say, but I couldn't have a lot of it. I am not okay with the fact that New Blood Bar is now Stalford Press cider. No disrespect to you cider drinkers, but ew, no. I'm sure there's good cider somewhere to be found, but Stalford Press, probably not it. So I'm pretty sure, in my not at all expert opinion, the Sophie stage is slightly bigger in the sense that they push the back out a little bit, so the gap between the last pair and the bar is slightly bigger, and they've opened up the entrance a little bit more, so it's slightly bigger, not massively bigger, hey, not massively bigger, but a little bit. We'll see if that helps. I'll put out a poll, should I get a tattoo at Bloodstock next year? I'm I'm just joking. I'm never fucking doing that. It's a bar just for black beer. Now you're speaking my language. Hell yeah, my buddy's in Moon Reaper, up on a fucking wall at Bloodstock. And go see them as well, they're quite good. This is the new EMP stage. It looks to be about the same size, it's now at a right angle to the main stage, so we'll see about sound quality. I'll report back after I see Vanitas. So I just saw Heavy Saurus, and I knew it would be ridiculous, but it was ridiculous. But you know what, if you take out the juvenile lyrics, and obviously it's meant to be juvenile, but if you take those out of it, it's just brilliant. Their actual songwriting is perfect, like European power metal. It's so much fun. I love that, genuinely. That was so much fun. It was awesome. Also need to give another shout out. I met more people last night, but I met so many people who are fans of the channel. I can't possibly keep up with all your names. I'm so sorry. But today, just now, Chris Dusty. He's commented on my videos before, so big up, Chris. And thank you for the beer. That was absolutely lovely. You know you're not supposed to take cans into the arena, you know? Don't worry, I won't tell. Thursday carries on. I caught up with Vanitas. I chatted with them at the arena entrance. They were doing like a little fan meetup kind of thing, so I handed out some wristbands on their behalf to like shout about how great they are, how awesome the set is. So I missed most of the Evil Scarecrow, but I caught the end. I caught Crabulon, so I did some scuttling. Don't worry. I didn't film any of it because I was neck deep in a bunny chow at the time, but still so much fun. Great to see them on the main stage again. So we've got a bit of a wait now for Saxon. We're going to headline the main stage, and then Cryptopsy after that. Fucking heavy evening to come. Let's do it. Right, so that time of year again, there's a man orbiting me. It's this man!
Hello. Jake's Metal Chat.
Jake from Jake's Metal Chats. We have a habit of running into each other every fucking year.
I don't know what it is.
No idea.
We just seem to be drawn.
No idea. I think it's that unique Bristol charm.
The Bristol charm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bristol charm.
Right, Jake, same question I ask every year. Who are you looking forward to this weekend?
Well, one of them's on my arm, municipal waste.
They're going to fuck you up.
Who else am I looking forward to? I'm trying to remember all the bands now.
I mean, your shirt is fucking...
I mean, my shirt is colourful as ever.
That is a Bloodstock shirt if I've ever seen one.
Bloody hell, there's so many bands in this. Castle Rat.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Orbit Culture. That's like three of the big ones I want to see. Bleed From Within, Sanguisuga Bog, and there's a ton more, but those are like the top 5.
Oh, but beyond this little fun weekend, Jake, you've got an exciting gig coming up in a few weeks, don't you?
Yes, my band Oscaria, for those who know, that I've been mentioning so many times on my channel. We are playing Bristol Extreme Fest on the 29th of August with the one and only, and it's on this shirt, Rotting Christ, who have played here before.
Oh, that's going to be an awesome day.
That is going to be a great day, so must say now, unless the tickets are already sold out by this point, get your tickets.
Get your tickets now.
Unless you already got them, get there early for us, and then another band by the name of Public Execution.
It's going to be a great weekend.
For ongoing call, and then we're Death Doom mixed with other stuff. There's grindcore, there's slam, there's black metal. It's just a whole lot of stuff.
So basically this weekend is a warm-up act for Bristol Extreme Fest.
Basically this is my warm-up to that, and then after Bristol Extreme Fest I got another festival I'm playing with a thrash metal band, legendary thrash metal band by the name of Centrix.
Hell yeah. So that's the advertising pitch.
Yeah,
but
that's it.
if you didn't know, my boy Jake, got a YouTube channel as well. Go check out Jake's Metal Chats, because he knows metal almost as much as I do.
There's days and my metal vault and chats and
You won't let him hear me say this. He's a very nice man. So go
absolute gentlest scholar.
yeah, so go check him out. Lovely to see you again, my
You
dude.
too, buddy.
First night done. A lot of cool shit. Saxon, what a great show. It's so good. I've never been into Saxon, I have to say. They've got the vibe, they've got the sound, they're like that classic era metal, but they don't have any songs, you know, that really speak to me. But tonight that was irrelevant. The live show, fucking brilliant. It was so good. I thoroughly enjoyed what I saw. And then of course I had to leave early to get in there for Cryptopsy. Absolutely brilliant. And you know what? The crowd was shit. I'm sorry, the crowd were fucking shit for Cryptopsy. I know whenever people review a live show, they go, how well did they work the crowd? You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here. Sometimes it's not on the band, it's on the crowd. Sometimes a crowd can just be pricks. And the crowd were dead for Cryptopsy. There was one obligatory pit in the middle, and that was it. The rest of us were just headbanging away, doing what we can. But you know, it should have been carnage in there. But unfortunately it wasn't. But the band played brilliantly. Love Cryptopsy, love their new music. Oh, people go, oh, I prefer their old lineup. Fuck off. Cryptopsy is still absolutely fucking brilliant live. And we needed some death metal on the first day of Bloodstock. You can't not have death metal on a day at Bloodstock. So I'm recuperating now. I've got another drink in me. I'm going to scope out the DJ set. I'm not doing a silent disco on my own. I love a silent disco, but I'm not doing that on my own. That's just a little bit weird. But the Sophie Stage DJ is one of the few DJs this weekend that might actually be up my street. So I'm going to check that one out in a little bit. And great first day. This felt like an actual day, not like the Thursday early day kind of thing. It felt like an actual day. Probably just in part because they opened the main stage, but what a great day. So much fun.
It's the end of Friday. Just finished with Lamb of God. My apologies for not checking in and doing any vlogging today. Truth be told, if you saw it in the guide video, I alluded to the fact that I'm actually someone who has quite intense social anxiety disorder. Now, don't worry, I'm in a much better place than I was 6 years ago, where I couldn't leave the house. It was that bad. But sometimes, you know, it creeps up on you, and the idea of me filming myself talking to the camera in front of a crowd of people was too much for me today. So I just couldn't do it. But I got lots of clips of bands that I feel ready to talk now, because I just saw Lamb of God, and oh my god, I feel like my mental health has improved just by watching that. It was absolutely unreal. I was in the pit for the whole fucking time. I crowd surfed out at the end. I don't know what came over me. Just as soon as they played Lay to Rest, which was the second song, I just had this need to take all my negative energy and my work stress and my anxiety and my anger and just get the fuck rid of it. So I pitted the whole time. It was carnage. I genuinely thought, if I fall down in this pit, I'm never getting back up again. But I survived. It was great, and I crowd surfed at the end for Redneck, and I got out there. It was absolutely Alright, Saturday in full swing. Just saw Frog Lord, absolute legends. You guys killed it once again. I'm so happy to see you back at Bloodstock. Here's to another 10 plus appearances at this festival, if not more. Just caught a little bit of Out of Gods. They were really, really good as well. Heavy as fuck. That vocalist, Jesus Christ, I wouldn't want to piss him off. Fuck me. And I can't comment on all the water points, but the one by the New Blood, the water was flowing like crazy. The water pressure situation, at least there, has been sorted. Drink your water, it's fucking hot today.
That was my first.
You
with Judas Priest closing us off with Living After Midnight. My Bloodstock number 9 has finally come to an end. So I'm here now just before the... Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. I'm literally vlogging right now.
Are you actually doing it?
What's your name, man?
My name's Vicky.
Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you.
Who's been sweet this weekend? Sorry, I'm rolling, boys. Who have you enjoyed?
Who have I enjoyed? Oh my god, so many. Heavy Saurus.
Yeah, fuck it, dude.
Vanitas on the EMP stage.
Yeah.
Lamb of God. I've got so many bruises.
Dude, Lamb of God was like, it was like, since a boy I've wanted to see that.
Oh,
and it didn't disappoint. It was like, yes, and more. It was fucking
legend.
mint.
Who's your favourite man this weekend, man?
The favourite one was, I like Blood Countess, they were cool.
Blood Countess
like
so
surprisingly
good.
cool.
So good.
But the biggest surprise was, I'd never heard it before, but fucking Nevermore.
Nevermore.
Oh, they're monstrous.
Hell yeah.
He was
Hell
there
yeah.
like fucking brick shit ass Aquaman, like fucking killing
I've
it.
heard so many people say Nevermore, so you're
I'm
not
taking
alone
them
there.
home with me.
You're not hell
They're
yeah,
in my
man.
room.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
fucking great to see you, man.
You too, man.
Fucking
Have a
nice.
great the rest of your night. That was unexpected. There you go. I've had an absolutely incredible Bloodstock weekend. Thank you to everyone who's come up to me and said, hey, I'm going to do a when I'm back home bit at the beginning and end of this video. You will have seen, obviously, at the beginning of this video, basically. There's a lot I want to say, a lot I didn't get to say at the festival itself. But thank you for another amazing Bloodstock. I'm going to see it off with the DJ in the Sophie tent, starting very, very soon. And I bought my ticket for next year. So I'll see you next year for Bloodstock number 10.
So there you have it, all the awesome things I saw at Bloodstock this year. So let's go over some general thoughts that I probably would have said on camera at the time. I'll start with the negatives. Let's get them out of the way first. Food in the campsite was pretty dire. I mean, I know this isn't new. The food vendors, particularly in Midgard, it's meant to be your bog standard stuff, but it operates 24/7, so it's very easy to prepare cheap stuff, which is, I guess it's fair enough. Also, no shade at all to the people working those stands. They work there 24/7, and they're dealing with us idiots in Midgard who've had one too many drinks, if you know what I mean. So no issues with them. That just kind of thing is how it is at a festival. That being said, I did want to use that as an excuse to talk about something new this year. Pretty sure this was the first year where this featured. There was a pizza vending machine. I think it was called like Pizza Pods or something. At first, from the distance, I thought it was like a power pod dispenser, which actually probably would have been more useful. And then you go to this machine, you type in what kind of pizza you want, wait 5 minutes, and a pizza is dispensed steaming out of the tray at the bottom. I wasn't going to go anywhere near it. However, my buddy Johnny, who works as crew at Bloodstock every single year, I bumped into him one evening, so we thought, fuck it, let's give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? Shit sucked. Oh my god, it was dire. Honestly, the worst food I've ever had at a festival, by far. It was basically raw. It was steaming, but it was raw. You could see the indentation of your thumbs, your fingers in the crust after you held it. I know it's just festival food, so it's not meant to be high quality, but it was basically inedible. If this comes back next year, don't go anywhere near it. This is my main thing that I really wanted to get off my chest, hence why I'm doing this back end of the video. I mentioned in the vlog, I had my thoughts now on the early arrival day, the Wednesday early arrival. I'm not a fan of this practice anymore. When they brought it in several years ago, they claimed it was to reduce the amount of people clogging up the roads and surrounding areas, so splitting people up between Wednesday and Thursday was hopefully going to make things a lot easier to manage for everyone on the roads, everyone queuing and all that. Certainly, I think the first year they did this, that really worked. I remember the first time they did this on the Wednesday, and it was a breeze getting in, loads of space left for people on Thursday. It's exactly how it should have been done. However, over the last couple years, and seemingly on full display this year again, they seem to have absolutely no limit anymore on how many Wednesday tickets that they actually sell. Or if they do have a limit, it's way, way, way too high, to the point where there might as well not be a limit. I can assume now that the festival keeps selling out, more people are buying these Wednesday tickets as opposed to when it first came in and the festival hadn't quite sold out. So loads more people are coming on Wednesday than either they may have anticipated or they just thought, this is great, it's a sold out festival, let's milk 30 quid out of as many campers that want to go for this. So many people arrived on the Wednesday this year. Several campsites were completely full by the end of the day. There was not a lot of space, particularly on the edges of pathways, which are normally the more popular places to pitch your tent. And I cannot imagine what it was like arriving late on the Thursday, trying to find a space, especially if you were in a group. I got there at 5 in the afternoon on Wednesday, and I gotta say, that was a brilliant experience for the parking and the queue. Parking, I got a great spot, I was in straight away, and there was virtually no queue for the security entrance. I was practically able to just walk straight in. I, even if I had wanted to, could have gone back to my car to get more stuff and come back in. That was great. But finding space in the campsite I wanted wasn't easy. I had to go to the very back, I had to go in a little bit and find a patch between other groups that I could set up. I was on my own, so I was able to make that work. If I was with my brother Mike and our buddy Ruben again, we might have struggled to get that campsite. If I were to guess, I would say that while they're happily letting every camper arrive on the Wednesday, that would still, in theory, ease congestion, particularly on the roads, because some people still have to arrive on Thursday onwards. People coming by coach, VIP, accessibility campsite, camper van campsite. Much of the crew and bar staff will be arriving on the Thursday. So as long as you know for a fact that a chunk of people will definitely arrive on Thursday, why not squeeze an extra 30 quid from as many of the main campers as want to pay it? Basically now, having a stress-free arrival at Bloodstock is now locked behind an additional £30 cost. And I'm not okay with that. I know it's a comparatively small price, but that still stings. You've still got to book an extra day off work if you do the standard 9 to 5. You've got to buy an extra day's worth of rations. It's just an extra day that you've got to be away from home. And now, for the actual people that are doing it, it now feels kind of unnecessary because everyone's doing it. It doesn't feel like you're beating the crowds because all the crowd are there on the same day all over again. It's just a day earlier than it used to be. From my perspective, the way this would actually be a benefit is if they either massively reduce the amount of Wednesday tickets they provide or just scrap the thing entirely and go back to everyone arriving on the Thursday. I don't think either of those things are going to happen. This is probably now here to stay, and as I say, it's a nice little bit of extra income for the festival. So you're just going to have to prepare for that now going forward. That being said, though, I think that was really my only major negative this year. Everything else that I would normally have an issue with was basically dealt with this year. Water pressure at the water pipes in the arena, perfect. The one by the New Blood, I've never had an issue with it. I would occasionally see a queue, mostly like between bands. If you go during a band, no queue, and it flowed beautifully. That's amazing. I kind of wish they'd solved that problem years ago, but they fixed it. Thank God. EMP stage, new EMP stage, fucking banging. It's bigger, the entrance is wider, and they stagger it with the main stage by the looks of things, so you don't have to worry about noise. Absolutely spot on. The entrance to the Sophie is also quite a bit bigger, so there was still some people bottlenecking around the entrance rather than moving through, but it was now much easier to get around that problem actually into the tent proper. I never had to deal with being crushed in the Sophie stage at any point for any band, so that's absolutely spot on. So yeah, basically all the changes for this year's festival, it seems that they've really tried to nail the actual logistics of the festival now. Not that they were never trying to get it right, but there were always the odd little problems like going, why haven't you solved that problem yet? It keeps coming up. And now they seem to actually be doing it, now that they've actually got money rolling in, because they're selling out the festivals almost every time now. So I hope even more things improve. Actually, another thing that maybe could be better, I know a lot of people complained about the queue into the arena. I personally wasn't affected by that. This year, every time I went into the arena each day, I stayed there for the whole day, so I never had to worry about re-entering the arena via a huge queue. It would be big at the beginning of each day, obviously, but I never saw if it got bad during the day. Allegedly, it did get pretty bad at points, so maybe that's the next thing they have to deal with, some sort of more efficient way to get people into the arena. We shall see. It's looking to be another sold-out festival next year, so let's see if they deal with that. But I had an absolute blast at this year's Bloodstock, and it was such a great first experience doing Bloodstock by myself. Let's go over some quick band thoughts. So band highlight, Lamb of God, absolute insanity. I did go into the vlog, obviously, which you would have seen. I'll reiterate, that's one of the best times I've ever seen them. Essentially the same set list again, with the obligatory couple tracks off the new album, but the live show was epic. It was so infectious I had to just get involved in the ridiculous pit for the entire time. I'd never felt so alive in a show before. That's something I'm never going to forget. Absolutely incredible. Vanitas, absolutely epic band. Was so cool chatting to them the day before the show and then the day after the show as well. You guys absolutely smashed it. Such a good show, and I can't wait to see you guys again soon. Martyr Saint on the New Blood, doing Bristol proud. Was fuming that you guys clashed with the announcement for next year, which no doubt compromised your turnout to a degree, but everyone who was there would be able to attest that you guys were absolutely ferocious up there. You did not let your energy slip up for even a second. Super fucking happy for you guys. I hope this leads you on to bigger things. Froglord, kill it once more. Awesome crowd for so early in the day. I hope you guys get to come back to do it all again very soon. Skinned sucks in the daytime. I'm a huge fan of Skinned, but that just did not work. It should be in a tent or at night. Not to mention having it on the main stage, where not to accuse people of not getting it, but a lot of people at the main stage, they like to stay at the main stage all day, whether they know the bands or not, and I'll bet, the vibe didn't feel like a lot of people were really vibing with this, and I get it, it's very niche. But yeah, it just didn't work. Vended did a pretty damn good job. Much better than their last Bloodstock appearance, I will say. They seemed very assured in themselves, and I think they won a lot of people over, so fair fucking play. On the whole though, the New Blood 10 absolutely carried the weekend for me. So many incredible bands on the New Blood this year. You'll see my thoughts on the specific New Blood bands I saw, because I'll be writing about a bunch of them for Distorted Sound magazine, so do watch out for that. And finally, I wanted to say thank you all so incredibly much for all the views on my Bloodstock content this year. It means the absolute world. And thank you to everyone that came up to me this year to say hey at the festival. I honestly lost count of how many of you it was by the end. Specifically this year, I had people saying, I saw you on your own in your video. I just wanted to ask how you were doing, which was so nice. Thank you so much for that. And also, people who told me they were really nervous going this year, or they were going to go solo and they had concerns about that. Yet my guide video did a lot to help them have the courage to actually go and do it. That just completely blows my mind that I could do that for you guys. From this socially anxious wreck to have actually helped people with their own anxiety is surreal but completely validating. Thank you so incredibly much. And thank you for checking out this and all of our Bloodstock content that we do every single year. If my numbers are anything to go by, the vast majority of you only watch our Bloodstock videos and nothing else, and that's absolutely fine. Honestly, that is fine. I'm just thrilled that you tune in every single year. It's just the best feeling in the world, and I'm beyond humbled that you want to hear me ramble about my favourite festival. So of course, I've bought my ticket already for next year, and I'm glad that I did, because they're selling fast once again. I'll tell you what, Bloodstock, I bet, are super, super glad that they made that decision a few years ago to start announcing all 3 headliners for the following year, because ever since they've done that, the festival's been selling like hotcakes. What can I say? Clearly, people base their festival buying off of the headliners. I don't, but clearly people do. So I'm going to go quickly on my thoughts onto the announcements for next year, because I didn't do that obviously at the festival. So Merciful Fate, obviously brilliant. I mean, that's just going to be epic again. Great to see Becky Bourne win headlining Bloodstock. Are you kidding? That's going to be fucking brilliant. Electric Callboy, contrary to what you probably might expect me to say, I'm very, very excited for that. They are completely ridiculous, but I bet they are brilliant live. I always assumed I'd have to brave another download festival just to see this band. So I'm super stoked that they are here and headlining, so it's going to be a ridiculous live show. I can't wait for that. I've never liked Motionless in White. That era of metalcore is just not my thing at all, but each to their own, and 2 out of 3 headliners ain't bad. And I'll be more excited for the Sophie headliner, which I'm about to get to, because my god, the undercard. The headliners almost look out of place next year because this undercard is classic heyday of Bloodstock. Such bands as, oh I don't know, Tortured Demon, Conan, Gutalax, Witch Club Satan, Decapitated, Hypocrisy, Silosis, Devil Driver, Windrose, Children of Bodom, Green Lung, and Acid Bath. And that's just the main stage. On the Sophie, I'm excited for Galia, fucking Death Clock, and, my god, Pig Destroyer. I love almost every single band announced already for next year, but for Acid Bath and Pig Destroyer alone, I am so glad I got a ticket already. Those are two of my favourite bands of all time, and I've never seen either of them. Please, for the love of God, neither of them pull out. I didn't even cover all the bands that have already been announced, but next year is looking to be a legendary Bloodstock. Oh, but two of the headliners aren't even Bloodstock bands. Oh, for the love of God, fuck off with that sentiment. I'm so goddamn sick of it. Firstly, Bloodstock has always changed over time when it comes to the vibe of the bands that they book, particularly in the headliner slot. If you have somehow missed that over the years, you've not been paying attention. You're just fucking whining for the sake of it. And secondly, think bigger than the headliners for more than 5 seconds, because below them is one of the best main stage undercards they have had at this festival in many a year. You would never have this many unashamedly heavy metal bands at Download on the same year, ever. Do you really think Download in 1 year would have Death Clock, Pig Destroyer, Witch Club Satan, Acid Bath, Children of Bodom and more? Not a fucking chance. Bloodstock is still the best festival in the UK for metalheads, and I cannot wait to see what amazing underground bands get added to this already amazing lineup lower down on the Sophie stage, on the EMP stage, and that incredible New Blood stage. Sorry for going off on a bit of a rant there right at the end. I'll lead out with something more positive by thanking you all once again so much for your very kind words on the comments of my videos for Bloodstock and at the festival itself. It's such a pleasure meeting you all every single year, and I cannot wait to be back at Bloodstock. Thanks again for watching Crushing Sounds this year. I'll see you all next year for my 10th Bloodstock festival in a row, and I cannot fucking wait. It's going to be brilliant. In the meantime, though, go listen to some amazing heavy metal, and I'll see you in the next video.